I greet you once again. My name is Almir from the company ELTAKO, and today we are at a special place in Mönchengladbach. Please tell us who we are with and what we are doing here.
Hello Almir, nice to see you.
Hello, hi.
Hello everyone. Yes, we are here at the Mönchengladbach District Crafts Guild and I am Stefan Mühlen. I am a trainer here at the training workshop for the Electrical Crafts Guild of Mönchengladbach and Viersen. Wow, what a sentence, no one can remember that. Intercompany training, maybe some of you still know this phrase, the intercompany training activities that every trainee must do to learn everything important for the profession, and that's why we're here. Besides the electricians, we also have automotive people, sanitation workers and carpenters, and let's just take a look together, then I'd be happy to show you.
If you say there is so much to see here, then let's go inside.
Let's go!
Yes, Stefan, now we are in here. I see automotive is also a topic that interests me. What else do we have here?
Yes, we have our automotive workshop back here. There's everything from trucks to electric cars, and the guys have to learn it all, of course. Each of them has to be able to perform an inspection, conduct an emissions test, and all of that is part of the training. And then we have our carpenters up here. They build cool furniture, which we partly exhibit here in our forum, and then we have our metal workshop here as well. We need that too, but what really interests both of us is electrical engineering. So let's go to our electrical workshop.
Exactly. Let's go there. Here we are in your area. Tell us about it.
Yes, this is the Electric Workshop 1. We have 3 in total, and right now there's actually a course for the plumbing and heating people happening here, because they are also allowed to connect certain electrical things themselves that are part of their work area, and for that they must know all the legal rules and have a basic understanding of electrical engineering. And that's what we teach them here. And besides the gas and water plumbers, our main focus is of course the electricians. I learned to be an electrical installer back then. That doesn't exist anymore today. Today it's called Electronics Technician for Energy and Building Technology. We definitely have them, we work with them a lot. Then we also have mechanical drive technicians. They do more with engines and gearboxes and hoists and all that stuff. And then we also have the automation technicians. They do a lot of control technology. And those are the 3 basic things that we deal with here.
Okay. And where is the area where you like to hang out the most and most often, aside from the break room?
Actually, I do have my own workshop. As I said, this is workshop 1, and we'll quickly go to workshop 2 in a bit, but I'm sitting in workshop 3. This is kind of the nerd room where all the PCs are, and I actually do CAD drawing and programming. I also do a bit of smart home stuff with people, like solar power systems and all that. I don't really like KNX. KNX is probably the most well-known smart home system from electrical engineering. I actually don't do that. I leave that to my colleague. For example, I work with Home Assistant and Matter.
Okay, that sounds quite exciting to me. Maybe we could talk about the topic in more detail.
Then let's go upstairs. There we have a quiet corner, and then we can discuss it calmly.
Let's go. Yes, Stefan, you just showed us the holes. Thanks for that. I would now simply like to know from you, what is your very first memory of ELTAKO and where did you meet us?
Yes, actually during my training period, and in fact, yes, I know you always don't like to hear this, but ELTAKO is not just a brand. It is, at least for me, a generic term because no one says pulse switch. It's always like that with the ELTAKOs. Go get the ELTAKOs from the warehouse, take the ELTAKOs with you. We still need to install the ELTAKOs. And that's always the point. And that's actually my first memory of it. This shabby impulse switch from 25 years ago is the first component that I really associate with ELTAKO and still actually use today.
What would you say ELTAKO stands for you? So what makes ELTAKO special for you? I would also like to know that now.
Yes, that is always very subjective. Everyone sees it differently, of course. And I too have at some point removed a few of your relays, but always old ones. That means for me, ELTAKO is mainly a long-lasting product and also a product that I can install somewhere again and again with a clear conscience because I know these things work. And whenever I had a problem, I called the wholesaler or the field service and said, look, I have the following issue. They didn't say, yeah, don't bother me. Instead, they found a solution, and I always found that quite good. That means the support that ELTAKO offered me was always very appealing, very fast, prompt, and customer-oriented, and that is not common practice. There are other manufacturers.
What do you think? What I saw at ELTAKO is that they have evolved from a pulse switch to offering open interfaces and being Matter compatible. Is that the right path for you, or what do you say? I'd love to get your feedback on this. You know, I like to gather that.
Yes, it's always a tricky topic. And the world of electricians is relatively closed, and we rely on our expertise, which we are often reluctant to share. And that's something I always criticize about KNX. For example, KNX is too closed for me. And while KNX is great for building new houses, it's very hard to retrofit. And ELTAKO has now gone the route of saying, okay, We are opening ourselves up to retrofit solutions because old houses, as I live in a house from 1950, you can't just rewire with a bunch of cables. And now I have the opportunity through the eNotion things and of course now also through the Matter things, especially those with the eNotion backpack in the new series. Of course, it's very nice for me that I can upgrade things at home and simply use all the comfort that a smart home offers me today without the hassle. And I have a high-quality manufacturer who has been in the market for a very long time. I don't have to worry that he will go bankrupt tomorrow and then the things won't work anymore, and I can integrate the Matter things locally. It sounds totally stupid again, especially since we're shooting a YouTube video now. But data protection is important, and of course there are other providers. But why are they so cheap? They don't all produce much cheaper than you. Rather, I'm selling a part of my life. I'm selling a part of my data, and I really don't know if I want to do that.
Stefan, I don't have anything else. I think we're done with our video. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your friendly demeanor here with us. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Stefan, you are probably someone who follows up and offers assistance, maybe even in that area.
Of course, always ask if you have any questions, but very importantly, go into crafts. We need skilled workers for tomorrow. We need craftsmen. We need good craftsmen. We need many craftsmen. Dare to enter crafts. Craft is the greatest profession we can do. All come diligently and sign up with the companies. We really need you.
So, we have reached the end of the video. I hope you were able to gain some cool impressions of Stefan here in Mönchengladbach. All that's left for me to say is thank you for your attention and interest. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And now I would just say see you next time. Bye.